Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl AD here, back at it again with another video. So today I have a very special video that I will be doing. It is my reaction video to my experience on Fight Like a Girl. For those of you who don't know, I was on a reality-esque show that's on Quibi with the WWE, and the premise of the show was basically to take women who are experiencing issues in their lives and really just turn their lives around with the help of WWE. Obviously, we each get a mentor, and if you haven't checked out the show, it's on the app Quibi. Download the app, and I'm episode 8. So we're just going to talk about my episode today, and I'm going to give you the real deets, the nitty-gritty of what it's like to film a reality show. So I'm excited. Let's get to it, shall we? Okay, so don't judge me.
Personal setbacks. Now each of us is being paired with a young woman who will take 10 weeks out of her life
to transform herself inside and out
with the help of WWE.
These women aren't training to become wrestlers.
They're here to push themselves, focus their energy, and discover the inner confidence they need to begin a new chapter in their lives.
Like a girl.
I'm Stephanie McMahon, Chief Brand Officer of WWE. I have selected 10 special women to go on this journey. This is Adriana's story.
So guys, please bear with me. Don't make any fun. This was a very emotional journey for sure. This is all legit. This is really my story. This is really things that happened. None of this is fake, but I will explain into detail each of the process and the steps of this episode.
Hello, my name's Adriana Bernabel. Growing up, my home was very toxic and volatile.
True. When you're not
knowing how to love properly, that really does something to you.
Okay, before we get emotional, so this scene right here that you guys are seeing, right? I am not allowed. I was told that I couldn't wear makeup, right? I had to reshoot my entry. So you know the part that I'm like, hello. Had to reshoot that because the first take I had lashes on, and they're like, girl, you look like the after. We're gonna need you to tone it down to look more of the before. So I had to come in with no makeup on. I literally have like the slightest bit of concealer because they told us that we would have to wipe it off, and my eyebrows drawn in. That's why I look so rough.
Especially growing up thinking that you're not good enough and you're not thin enough, you're not pretty enough.
I'm not gonna cry.
I really want to love myself entirely. I really want to learn how to do things the right way and then feel good about myself as well.
Adriana needs to strengthen her self-esteem.
Sure did.
And who better to guide her there than one of the most powerful superstars in WWE, Nia Jax.
Okay guys, so again, we were told we couldn't wear makeup. We were told we couldn't have our hair done. So I literally said, oh really? I'm gonna put myself in two little buns.
It's real. I didn't think I was gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Oh my god.
They didn't tell us who our person was until literally this moment. So I didn't know that Nia was my person until I stepped in the room and saw her. So those are real emotions, guys. I was really nervous. Which is why I cried.
Don't cry. You're gonna make me cry. Girl, don't cry.
She was so sweet. I'm a basket case.
Girl. So what's going on, huh? What are you struggling with?
Self-image issues for sure.
Okay.
I was gonna get a butt job in Miami.
BBL, true.
I get body image issues.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever gone to as far as to think that I would need plastic surgery.
So the rundown behind that, for those of you who don't know, I actually went to Miami. I was gonna get a BBL, it was all paid for, and then I'll probably include, I did a video on it, so I'll include that video in the video here. And the doctor told me he wasn't going to perform because of the birthmark that I had on my stomach, which was weird because during all the photos, you could clearly see the birthmark. He said it looked cancerous to him, even though I had a biopsy done when I was younger and it's not cancerous, and I told him that over and over. But who listens to Adriana, right? Who listens to me?
Yeah.
What brings you there?
So before coming into college, I was probably 30 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, oh my gosh, I don't recognize myself when I look in the mirror.
Adriana, she actually finds her self-worth more in the way she looks instead of what's inside. And that's something that I did growing up. It's easy to do that when you're younger and you don't know what to do with how you're feeling. You immediately identify with the way you look outside instead of trying to fix what's inside.
Growing up, my mother and I, it was kind of our relationship, like we would really butt heads, and we got into like this big altercation. It was so bad. They called the cops, and it was crazy because it was like, wow, this is like insane. So I had to live with my best friend for the week.
Wow, so you really had like your relationship with your mom's pretty broken.
Now, so the first year of college, I didn't want to talk to her. Like, I didn't want to talk to her at all. And it wasn't until my 21st birthday, like, that she actually apologized for everything.
So this is the thing about doing reality television. Whatever you give them, whatever comes out of your mouth, they're entitled to use. You sign a contract stating that they are allowed to portray you in any way they see fit. Coming into the show, even though it's a self-help and a positive reality show, I knew that if I give them anything, they can take it and spin it in whichever way they wanted to, right? Thank God Critical Content, which is the production company that we used, did a great job on everyone's episode. Not everyone might have felt that way, but like I said, if you're going to do reality television, you have to watch and be very meticulous. I was very meticulous with what I said and how I said it. So if I wanted to give context in something, I would speak super fast like this because I know how to talk really fast, and that's kind of one of my assets. So that way, it's super hard for editing to try to be like, no, they're not going to be able to do that. But if it was like a relatively easy thing, I would talk like this. So I had that in the back of my head, which is why during this segment, I wanted to go into depth. I wanted to explain my mom's not a bad person. She's just been through shit herself, which transcribes in the way that she carries herself and how she treats us, you know? So I wanted to add some depth. Make sure if you're going into a reality show, you act accordingly and you allow yourself and to just portray the best version of yourself and basically the character you want to do. Because I've been in situations where I've applied for reality shows. I've applied for one prior to getting this one, and they wanted me to seem like something I completely wasn't. They wanted me to be like the hoe, which is far from what I actually am. They wanted me to be this raunchy type of female, and that just wasn't me. And it's a very well-known reality show on Netflix that I could have got, but I wasn't with like production trying to put words in my mouth. I couldn't do that. So I got this one, and it was a blessing. Everything came in the right time. So timing's everything. Remember that, folks.
Yeah, we still argue here and there, but she doesn't get physical anymore.
Adriana has gone through some things, and it has been really rough on her with her mother. But I do see such a spark in her eye. Once she finds what I see in her, when she finds that in herself, then she's going to be completely unstoppable. Strong women don't take that easy way out. Strong women take a big task head on and knock that bitch over.
Yep.
That's what strong women do.
Yeah.
That's what it means to fight like a girl.
Yeah.
Show your family, show your mom, show everybody, like, nothing that happened to you defined you.
Shout out to Dr. Vincent from Advanced Dermatology, because my face, this is month 1 of being on Accutane, 1.5. And I literally ran out because I went to do the show. But my skin has never been better. So shout out to you, Dr. Vincent. 2 months of Accutane saved my life.
You created who you are.
Yeah. Guys, this journey was no joke. So I'm going to break this down even more for you, right? First 7 weeks, we were actually in Miami. And in Miami, we were at the center where they cooked with no salt, no sugar. And we literally had to change the way our palate was formatted. And we also had, my favorite part was getting the therapy lessons. the whole therapy sessions, because that's what I needed. I needed to be mentally right and at one with myself, and I was able to do that at the center that we were at. And I absolutely loved having the opportunity. Some people look at therapy and say, oh, I don't want to shrink to go ahead and evaluate me. No, it's literally someone's talking to you and they're breaking things down. I always say, don't judge it until you try it. I advise therapy for everyone. I love therapy. If I could get therapy for free every day, I definitely would. The government should give everyone free therapy.
I have to stop caring what other people think about me. Stop
True.
listening to those voices in my head telling me that you're not good enough.
I don't know if you guys could notice, but my hair was like 100 bajillion different shades of blonde during this episode. Literally the day before we came out, I decided to go blonde. I was a dark brunette, and I decided to bleach my hair. I burnt some off, and it was super uber long. And shout out to Coach Hayes.
Eating correctly, continuing working out, limiting myself, even just making better choices.
I love running the ropes.
Set myself up for success.
I love just ropes in general, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adriana Bernabel.
As I'm seeing Adriana walk out, I'm just shocked by the transformation.
Hey guys, this is what I look like on the, if I'm going out to an event or if I'm going to the club. This is what I regularly look like. And if I could, you know, do me, this is probably what I would have had. But shout out to the Glam Squad for my makeup, and shout out to my Dominicans for my hair.
And during this journey, I was just me, and that was scary at first. What helped me was myself and accepting who I am.
Well, when I first met you, let's think
Yeah.
about that. You were in a totally different place.
I was mentally and emotionally, and it's crazy because throughout this journey, really getting my mental together,
Yes.
that was number one.
You found that inner peace.
Yeah,
You found
I
that
did.
inner beauty that
I did.
now, girl, you don't need none of that. It's shining through.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So, context moment. Before I got on the show, I was super depressed and in a bad depressive state, because not only did I not get the surgery that I thought I was going to get, that I thought was going to change my life, but after graduating college, I couldn't find a job. So I wouldn't come out of the house for days. Like, it probably was like a month and a half of me staying indoors, not wanting to leave, super depressed, super sad about my situation, living situation. That, guess what happens? You get in a funk. So I was depressed, and then the show literally lifted me out of that depression.
Appreciate it. Well, your mom and brother are here.
Huh?
I knew they were coming.
Come on up.
The actress in me, I can surprise.
I didn't even see them there. How you doing? Hi. It's so crazy because growing up, literally we would be watching all of this, and that was how we spent time together. Because growing up, it wasn't easy, but you tried to do as best as you could for us.
I'm not gonna cry.
Yes, it was hard. Yes, communication wasn't there, but at the end of the day, I got here, and I wouldn't be here without y'all.
You have come a long way. You are absolutely beautiful.
Just now?
Maybe I haven't been the best mother.
You were at least there. You didn't leave when you wanted to. You weren't like a yo-yo.
Shades of pop.
It was hard.
And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I thank you for being who you are, for being my daughter.
What the hell was that?
I love you.
They cut out my brother's speech. He was tight about that.
Family is such an important thing to have. I know that you can see her mom's going to be supporting her now, and it's beautiful.
Here's Tashi.
What piece of advice would you have for other women and girls who are watching you and maybe feeling the same way?
Separate yourself from any toxic environment.
Facts.
Feel comfortable with what you're doing and be happy with yourself. And then everything else will literally follow.
Well, I wish for you that you continue on this path because you are incredible.
Thank you.
And you are an incredible gift to this world.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to Stephanie McMahon, WWE, Quibi, Critical Content, literally all of them, because they did such a great job with my episode. I absolutely love it. Shout out to Nia because she was so sweet to me, especially after going through everything that I went through. It was super important for me to have somebody who I felt like I was on my side. And shout out to the girls who I did it with, because this journey was literally a journey. It was such a struggle. There were harder days in comparison to others, but the show was such a blessing. It came at such a great timing that was needed, because like I said, I was super depressed. Like, if your mental health is not in order, your whole life is going to be at a disarray. Like I said, I wasn't leaving the house. Like, imagine being in the house for 2 months straight, basically. And then I got this show literally popped up. I was scrolling through Twitter, and one of the casting directors I was following at the time posted this like on a flyer, and it went to his Instagram. So I filled it out. I said, what the heck? It was basically women in need of like assistance, whether it was mental, physical transformation, who love WWE and are a WWE fan. I watched WWE growing up, and it was something I felt like I needed to be a part of. So, like I said, I applied. They called me back. They said I was a great fit, and I followed all the steps, and I got on the show. So, I'm grateful for the show too, because, like I said, it changed my life. All the people I met, all the WWE superstars that I met there were so genuine, and they literally wanted to see us win. It was about us, you know? So there's that. I don't talk to Nia now. Like, she was my mentor for the show. You know, she's super busy filming. She's back on WWE. And I'm just grateful for the whole process in it entirely. So if y'all calling me back for season 2, I would be more than willing to come back for season 2 to help another girl. You know, call your girl. I wouldn't mind. But if any other shows want to, you know, hire me, just call me, follow me, send me a DM. I wouldn't mind. But yeah, guys, that was my episode of Quibi's Fight Like a Girl. I'm episode 8 if you want to check that out. Quibi is such a great streaming service. I'm so happy to be a part of it, and its launch. It came out in April of 2020, you know, during this pandemic. What a time to air your episode. But yeah, it was such a great opportunity. So I'm super blessed and super thankful. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe down below. Make sure you guys go ahead and smash that notification, that like, and that comment section. So, mwah, besos.